welcome to Eugene, lovely stadium here in Andover, Massachusetts. Yes, that is the name. Tonight, the undefeated Chelmsford Lions come to town to face the Andover Golden Warriors. And if last week was any indication of what we're expecting tonight, we're expecting a long night for the Warriors and a great night for the Lions.
Well, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Andover is 4-4. This is really Chelmsford's first real test since they played Central Catholic. They've had I can't say that. I guess Malden Catholic, they did, pretty decent team. Obviously hurt by their lack of a running game, but,
The toughest stretch is ahead for Chelmsford, including tonight's game against Andover. Next week, they'll be playing Tewksbury, who's been a very good team of late, and, of course, the big Thanksgiving game against Billerica. Let's take a look at last week, Chelmsford over Haverhill, and Haverhill was threatening early with Sean Chagru, but Chelmsford was able to calm them down.
Well, once Haverhill got inside the red zone, they weren't really able to do much. Chelmsford really just shut them down. The red zone, in the red zone, you're forced to run the ball a lot. That, the threat of the goal line or the back of the end zone, sometimes it acts as a second defender or as an extra defender. And it really helps the defending team in that case. Forces the offense to run the ball. And Chelmsford, with an exceptional run defense, they do well.
Exactly. Let's take a look at some of the other MVC scores of last week. Tewksbury shut out Drake at 32-0. Central Catholic all over Methuen 35-12. Lowell beat the team here, the Andover Golden Warriors, in a very close one, 34-33.
That was a comeback from behind victory for the Lowell Red Raiders. Actually, Ronnie Rosario, can you believe this? 284 yards. Rosario, and I believe he had 3 or 4 touchdowns.
And the other game, Billerica got their first loss of the season. A tough Exeter, New Hampshire team who remains undefeated, 17-6. All right, here is last week's game compiled by Dan, none other than Dan with his highlight package.
Defense set the tone in Week 7 versus Haverhill on the first play from scrimmage as Sean Chagru, the Haverhill quarterback, is sacked for a huge loss. And on the Lions' first possession, fullback John Kidd showed he has his groove on.
He's rumbling down to the 5-yard line.
And hey, what's new? Chris Piccioni scores again, 17 on the season. And sophomore tight end Jesse Earhardick, looking for his first touchdown of the varsity schedule, gets it as he rumbles all the way in, but wait, referee speaks.
We have an ineligible receiver downfield. 5-yard penalty, repeat, second down.
And John Bertolami showing once again that he has major hands as he gets this 14-yard completion from Brian McGuire. But not to be shown up, sophomore Jeff Smart shows that Bertolami isn't the only wide receiver on this team.
Pass to Smart.
And John Kidd again with a huge pickup as he goes through the middle and all the way to the 3-yard line. And Chris Piccioni scores again. That's 18 on the season. And in this run, Piccioni once again proves incredible.
Breaks through. Here we go again. At the 10, 5, touchdown, Chelmsford.
And the third Piccioni highlight in a row as he goes right, cuts left, and into the end zone for the touchdown.
To the 10, 5, touchdown, Chris Piccioni.
But Haverhill would not go quietly as the Hillies score in this 25-yard touchdown run. And then sophomore sensation Jeff Molesso, pass from Mottram, their backup quarterback, makes the reception and takes it in for a touchdown. But the score would remain 35-14, and the Lions take home another one.
Welcome back, everyone. We're going to take a look at the marching band right now. They don't get enough credit, I think. They've really done a great job, getting themselves prepared.
And Pat Foes wanted this. He's actually worked on this for a while now and finally gets some exposure. One thing to note about last week's game, Chris Piccioni now 20 touchdowns, 1,067 yards on the ground. Let's go now to Pat Foes' band package.
CHS Marching Band is hard at work again for the 99 fall season. Their program this fall is swing hits, including the Brian Seltzer Orchestra's Jump, Jive, and Wail. But how could the marching band accomplish so much work in the span of less than 1 month? Well, it took a lot of work in and out of school. To find out more, I talked to the band's director, Mark Brinker.
I think the amount of effort as far as this season versus last season has really improved. I think last year was kind of a growing year for the kids. They had to get used to a new director, get used to some new music and a new rehearsal schedule. And this year they really came in right from the start. They were gung-ho and ready to play. Wednesday evenings we do a 2.5-hour rehearsal every Wednesday night. And on Saturday, again, we've been pulling double sessions almost every Saturday since the start of the school year. Along with that, we do a lot of rehearsal time during the school day, during the band class, which is a 45-minute block during school. We come in and usually have 3 or 4 rehearsals a week during the school week also. So they put in a lot of extra time.
Practice and hard work is what the marching band needed, because being part of a marching band isn't as easy as most people think.
I think it takes a lot of multiple coordination and multiple intelligence. They have to really concentrate on the music and performing the music for the audience so that they can hear it and so that it's played correctly. But I don't think people realize how difficult it is to memorize all the steps and all the positions that each individual student has to go to. They see the band as a whole, and maybe if you're watching the band, you should pick out 1 or 2 kids and really look at all the movements that kid has to go through to finish a 5 or 10-minute marching show. So it takes a lot of coordination physically and mentally, and you got to put it together with all the music and put out a good product. It's very difficult to do, and I'm amazed at how well our kids do it, because I know when I'm out there trying to do it with them, a lot of times I'm not playing, I'm just walking them through the steps, and it's difficult for me to get it going sometimes. So I have a lot of respect for the amount of work they do. They work real hard, and it's a good group this year.
Well, practice does pay off in the case of the CHS Marching Band, whose hard work and determination helped the band meet the demands for the 99 fall season.
And welcome back, everybody. Good job, Pat Foe, on that band segment. And now, as always, we're joined by Kevin Redmond. And Kevin, always watching, have a close eye on the Lions, and he's with us here in Andover. And Kevin, this Chelmsford team's now 7-0. What can you say about it?
Well, I've really grown to appreciate the way they take care of business on a weekly basis. They really don't look past anybody. All those cliches you always hear about one game at a time. I think it's because this is new to a lot of them. There's a lot of new players like Chris Piccioni and Brian McGuire that are getting their chance. They don't want to look ahead because I think they want to take this season and make it last as long as it can. And the best way to do that is just really be focused and make the most of every opportunity.
Well, Andover is now 4-4. They were 4-2, 2 losses. Do you think Chelmsford really wants to beat this team? I mean, they're not the best team in the MVC right now. They don't have the same status as Tewksbury or Billerica right now.
Well, I think what's nice this year is you've got Tewksbury and Billerica still ahead, so there's no opportunity to coast. If you make one mistake in the next week, that Thanksgiving matchup and possible Super Bowl berth loses everything. So I think because of the way the schedule lies this year, I think the urgency is there, and I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be fired up for this game tonight.
You're not a big fan of Andover, are you?
Well, I mean, you know, we were talking off camera. I took my shots at their schedule. You know, they play Lawrence and North Andover while, you know, Central Catholic goes to New Bedford, and Chelmsford plays teams like North Middlesex that are perennial powers, at least. But then when I looked at the records, Chelmsford's only beaten one team that's 500 right now. You know, North Middlesex this year is 1-7. Central's 4-4. Everybody else is way under 500. So, you know, Chelmsford really hasn't played the best teams in the league. They're starting that tonight.
What are you looking for tonight with the Chelmsford attack?
Well, you know, last week you see Ronnie Rosario rack up 300 yards for Lowell against them. So I think that plays right into Chelmsford's strengths. Keep running the ball, and then sneak in that Brian McGuire play-action pass. I don't see any radical changes. I think maybe if Chelmsford can get a nice lead tonight, you might see John Kidd run the ball a little more. You might see them try some wrinkles, but I look for the ground game to keep doing its job for Chelmsford tonight.
Now, what's helped Andover so far this season is their passing attack. And Chelmsford's pass defense, well, it's not as good as their run defense, to put it lightly. Do you think Andover really has a chance tonight with their passing attack?
Well, I think they were stubborn against Tewksbury. When they got crushed by Tewksbury, they put the ball up a lot and didn't change. Last week against Lowell, they got away from passing and went and ran the ball. Mike Giles had a huge night on the ground for them. So I don't know that they'll be as stubborn. I think maybe they learned a little lesson last week that you just take whatever's out there. As far as Chelmsford defense, yes, they've given up over 100 yards passing to 3 or 4 teams this year. But I don't think they've really focused on a passing attack yet the way they might have practiced and focused on passing for Andover. So, we'll let the game decide how that plays out. But I think you're right. I think Andover's strength is its passing, and that's where they're going to start with tonight.
Okay, Kevin Redmond, thanks for joining us. Pleasure as always.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much, and we'll be back right after this.
15, Mike Giles.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for
number 4,
joining us here on the pregame show. I'm Sachin Nene.
And I'm Dan Kachufas.
Number 1.
We'll see you up there in the booth. Chelmsford and Andover next on CHS Sports Productions. Welcome
Thank you very
to
much.
lovely stadium here in Andover, Massachusetts. Tonight, the Chelmsford Lions face the Andover Golden Warriors. And that was the Andover band with the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. All right, we're just about to get underway here at Lovely Stadium.
Well, you look at this coming into tonight's game. Lions 7-0. Andover is 4-4. They're a team that could jump up and bite you. They were ranked 8th statewide last in the preseason poll, actually, and have since fallen because they've had a tough time of it. But it looks like Chelmsford's going to receive the ball. As I mentioned before in the pregame show, this is Chelmsford's really first big test since coming out of the Central Catholic game, in which they won that one 21-13.
Okay, so Andover is going to kick it off.
This is number 44, Charles Murnane, getting set to kick off.
Number 44, Charles Murnane. Charles Murnane and Pat Murnane are actually two twin brothers here playing for the Golden Warriors.
We'll be hearing their names a lot today because they're, from what I've been told, pretty good players.
And one other great player on this team is the quarterback, Chris Rogers,
Andy Sheridan and
who Chelmsford,
Chris
the Lions
Pichoni
defense has to
for
look
the
out for
Lions.
tonight. Andover does have a passing attack. They rely on the pass a little more than the run because their passing attack's better. And so the Chelmsford secondary will be tested tonight. And Murnane set to kick it off here. Chelmsford Andover is underway.
And here we go.
Back to go. Andy Sheridan slips, picks it back up again at the 10-yard line now. Scrambles out a few tackles. Breaks a few
Andy
tackles up to the
Sheridan,
20-yard
number
line.
23.
Nice play by Andy Sheridan.
Well, it was a good recovery by Andy Sheridan, and especially the whole Lions blocking unit, because they made a good recovery, they formed a good wedge, and, Andy Sheridan got whatever he could, and he's out to the 20-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chelmsford High School Lions, with Brian McGuire, the quarterback, Chris Pichoni, the halfback, John Kidd, the fullback. Wide receiver in there right now is John Bertolami. They have a 2 tight end set. And we're underway. I formation, Kidd and Pichoni in the backfields. Bertolami from far side to near side in motion. McGuire will hand it off to Pichoni. His first carry of the night. He breaks 3 and gets up to the 40-yard line. A 20-yard gain, a 19-yard gain, I should say, by Chris Pichoni to the 39. 1st and 10, Chelmsford.
Well, the offensive line opened up a huge hole for Pichoni, and Pichoni does the rest. He gets into the Andover secondary, and that Andover secondary is really going to be tested tonight in terms of being able to make the stops, because as we've seen before, Pichoni really gets into the secondary lots.
Smart as the wide receiver. They're doing a lot of motion plays from near side to far side. They'll hand it off to Kidd. Breaks a tackle past midfield
John Kidd
to the 49-yard line of Andover.
85.
Looks like he's got the first down.
Yes, he has a first down, and Chelmsford's running attack is
1st and 10.
pretty good early.
Well, obviously the defense, it's going to key on the attack of Chris Pichoni, obviously. They're right across midfield at the 49, and they give the ball to the fullback, who is John Kidd.
Kidd and Pichoni again in I formation. Wide receiver again is Bertolami, who comes near side in motion. And they'll hand it off again to Pichoni. Oh, incredible! Chris Pichoni up to the 34-yard line. First down, Chelmsford.
Wow. Chris Pichoni just amazing. You know, what else can you say? You know, almost ready to go down, puts his hand down to steady himself.
The blocks weren't quite in there. Looks like Pashoni would have been down at about the 40-yard line, but somehow he picks himself back up.
Look at that replay. Right there. See, he breaks the tackle, puts his hand down, make sure he doesn't fall, and back.
Kidd and Pashoni again in I formation set. And it's Jeff Smart this time at receiver. 8:14 left in the first quarter. They'll hand it off to Kidd. Doesn't get much. It is fumble, but Kidd does recover. And either little or no gain, probably even minus yards.
Number 20,
It's
Chris Berry,
at the 35-yard line now.
to make the tackle.
Doesn't look like they're moving the ball back, you know. Good play by John Kidd. He didn't have the ball, fell on top of it.
Smart play to do. 7:15 counting in the first quarter here in Andover. 4-4 Golden Warriors against our undefeated Chelmsford Lions, who are the only undefeated team left in the MVC after Billerica's loss last week. Bertolami in motion, and they'll hand it off to Pashoni. No passing play yet as Pashoni hits to the 30-yard line.
Well, with the way Pashoni and Kidd are running, they might not need to pass that much tonight. Although it's good to keep the Andover defense on their toes. They got to keep them honest.
And like Kevin Redmond said in the pregame show, Ronnie Rosario just killed them last week. And it won't be a safe bet to say that Pashoni can do the same. Will be a safe bet, I should say.
You're not going to see Pashoni get 300 yards though
Not
tonight.
300 yards, but I'm saying he'll have a good game.
Right.
Handoff goes against to Pashoni, cuts left, and gets a few more yards out of that. First down at the 15-yard line.
Ben Perkins over there.
You know, very strong upper body strength. He'll stiff arm you
And Anthony
very effectively, and his legs are just very powerful. Powers forward,
And
grinds
he
and
can cut.
grinds.
And he can cut.
Exactly.
6:42 left in the first quarter. Chelmsford threatening here. First down and 10 to go at the 15-yard line. Three backs in there. Barry McDonald joins Kidd and Pashoni in the backfield. Two blockers for Pashoni. Pashoni hands right, and the Andover defense is ready this time. He'll get about a yard or so at best.
Well, that's the first time they've stopped Pashoni. And maybe Chelmsford is trying to test what they can do on the outside.
That's the first running play I've seen Pashoni going outside instead of utilizing his blockers.
As the Andover sideline, that's head coach Ken Maglio in the white jacket.
Back to the two-back set for the Lions. Kidd and Pashoni. Bertolami is the receiver. And they'll hand off to Pashoni, the right side of the line, and he'll grab a couple. It'll be third down, and I'd say about 6 to go.
Sam Dadd in there on the tackle, number 54.
Third down in this situation, I still feel you should run the ball because third down and it's long yardage, about 7 yards. 7 or 8 yards to go. You know, obviously it's third and long, so they're going to be expecting pass. Maybe go for the run, see what you can get. They're in that three-back set.
Well, they do it, yeah. They have the three-back set. No receivers in the game, so most likely it is a running play. Third down and 8. Hand off to Pashoni. He won't get enough.
Well,
Andover's defense was ready that time.
Fourth down.
Fourth down for Chelmsford.
Probably going to see Eric Mounsey coming into the game. No, that's smart.
They are going for it in fourth down.
Gutsy move.
You do have Eric Mounsey, so it's not necessary. It's not like they don't have a kicking game to fall back on. One back is Pashoni. Smart and Kidd is lined up as a receiver on the far side. Play action pass. McGuire rolls right, looks, doesn't see it. Pass intended.
And Andover will take over.
With 4:29 left in the first quarter, Andover takes over.
Rogers taking
on
over
a
here,
loss of
first and
downs
10 at quarterback for Andover.
By Chelmsford. And a quick handoff to number
Mike
15.
Giles, the ball carrier.
Mike
Chris
Giles,
Pashoni on the tackle.
who is their lead running back. He is one of the guys the Lions have to look after. 5'11", 183-pound senior. Be second down and 9. He only got a yard on that play.
well at the, a 1 yard gain or whatever. This is actually the first time Chelmsford has not scored in their first possession.
Hopefully that's not a bad sign. 2nd down and 9 to go for the Warriors. And they'll hand it off again to Giles to the right side.
Mike Giles.
He won't get, well, he does get past the 20. No, they're going to call it back at the 15-yard line. So minimal gain.
That is the 20.
That is the 20.
That is the 20.
My vantage point from here is a little off. So at the 20-yard line, it'll be 3rd down and 5. He picked up 4 on the last play.
So we need to get to the 25 for the first down, 3rd down. In that medium yardage, Chelmsford rarely gives up the big play.
Did you say rarely or really?
Rarely. I know with my nasal New England accent that's
Chelmsford blitz coming. Oh, here's McDonald, and there's a flag on the play intended for Giles.
For Mike Giles, and
He drops it.
That's probably a holding call on the Andover Golden Warriors.
McDonald is in there with the pressure, so Rogers had to get it off quickly. As a Chelmsford band plays for the first.
See if we can see what the call was. It was on Chelmsford.
Offside. Chelmsford gives Andover a first down.
Offside, so.
Yeah, on that blitz, some guys are a little too anxious.
Probably had a guy in the neutral zone when the ball snapped.
So the first down, that was enough yardage for Andover. They needed 5 to go, and that penalty was 5 yards. So they have a first down now at the 25-yard line. They run an I formation set also. And the handoff is inside. Giles, could have broken
Mike Giles, the ball carrier.
For a long gain, but I think he slipped a little bit. And number 77, that's
John McIsaac there on the tackle.
John McIsaac with the tackle.
Well, their offensive line, it looks like they're they're big offensive line. If you get height and weight stats for them.
Second down and 4. Again, I formation for the Golden Warriors. A little movement by the Chelmsford defense, but they got back on. As Giles won't get anything.
Mike Giles for short yardage.
Gets to the 30-yard line, but that'll be a 1 yard gain. 3rd down and 5, another 3rd and 5 situation. Please don't get penalized, Chelmsford.
There's an Andover player hurt on the field. I think we might have had a little bit of a late hit in number 25, who is Palumbo. No, Dan Willett. Dan Willett.
We're back. The player injured on the last play was senior captain Luis Santiago, a running back. Little movement by Chelmsford here. And the pass is a little too far. Rogers' pass intended for number 44, Charles Murnane, who's listed as number 3 on our roster, but actually has a different number.
Yeah, that changed it. He's a 6'1", very large, or tall, anyway, 6'1", 167, playing as a wide receiver.
There's an interesting kid here. Raphael Moore, number 78, 5'7", 339 pounds.
Wow.
Pat
Big
Murnane
kid.
back in punt formation for Andover.
Well, that was 4th down for the Golden Warriors. So Pat Murnane, who looks like he's doing everything, is the punter and gets the kickoff. Smart there. And he goes down the sideline and goes out of bounds at about the 38-yard line, where the Lions will have another shot at getting on the scoreboard here. No score with 1:57 left in the first quarter.
Well, Chelmsford did a good job, the defensively anyway, making sure that I'm getting distracted because we got the horns. We're right under the horns for the PA system.
For all your spirit. Andover cheerleaders led by their great captains.
I formation for the Lions. Kid and Pashoni in the backfield.
Thanks for all your spirit also, and the pep rally, the dance.
Wow, that PA announcer's annoying me right now.
The pep rally was great.
McGuire hands off to Pashoni, gets a hole on the right side,
Chris Pashoni running
and gets to the 45-yard line. It's about a 7-yard pickup. This will be 2nd down and 3 to go.
There on the stop.
Good job by Pashoni going outside there.
Good job by Nate McKinnon with the wind buffers.
Getting to about the 44.
1:29 left in the first quarter. It'll be 2nd down and about 6 to go at the 44-yard line. They're ruling it. Kidd and Pashoni again in the backfields. Dan Warshawski in the game, and they'll hand it off to Warshawski on a little reverse play. Tries to get some yards. Boy, I can't wait for the day Warshawski just breaks open and gets the touchdown he wants.
Well, he's fast. He's fast. What I noticed, though, he tends to be a little bit hesitant about going straight on. Again.
And there's Coach Rich with that, putting Warshawski in the game. Warshawski's asked to be on offense for quite a while now.
All the players tell me, though, defense is more fun. Up in the camp, they were all saying that defense is more fun.
Well, that's a part where you get to hit people. McGuire to Kidd on the handoff. And that's close to a 1st down. We'll see where they rule it. At about the 45-yard line of Chelmsford. They are calling it a 1st down. So Chelmsford's drive will remain with 26 seconds left. They may get one play off before the end of the first quarter comes about. And this will be the first quarter that Chelmsford has not scored.
Well, the first quarter that Chelmsford hasn't scored.
The first quarter, right?
They haven't scored in other quarters.
Yes. I formation again, 6 seconds left. Unless this is a Hail Mary or a big Pashoni or Kidd run, it'll be scoreless. Pashoni to the right. Come on, get in the end zone. Okay. Oh, well. To the 43-yard line. No, sorry, 37-yard line.
44.
44-yard line. I'm really bad. My eyes are bad or something.
It's just because the field isn't marked and we're a little bit off center. The press box here is actually positioned between the 50-yard line and the 40-yard line.
That is it for the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, there is no score. Chelmsford 0, Andover 0. We'll be back right after this. Beginning of the second quarter, 2nd and 5, Chelmsford at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, 2nd and 5.
Trying to correct me, but you couldn't, huh? 44-yard line of Andover. Last time we were here in Andover, it was Halloween night 2 years ago. Chelmsford winning that game. Last year, Chelmsford lost a heartbreaker, 35-33. I believe that's the game Dom Lacapo caught that interception, ran it in for the touchdown. They had hope left. They just need to get the 2-point conversion on. Coderre dropped the 2-point conversion pass. Unfortunately, just a bad break for Matt Coderre and the Lions offense, and they lost it by 2. It was heartbreaker.
Yeah, well, that happens.
That was their only loss of the last 6 games of the season. They won 5 games out of 6, I believe, last year.
Yep.
2nd and 5. Now we're ready to start at the 44-yard line of Andover. Smart in motion. They'll hand it off. Nope, play action pass. McGuire caught by Coderre. He rumbles to the 30-yard line. 1st down.
The number 87, the tight end.
Well,
Matt
he's
Coderre.
big, he's fast, so get out of his way. Otherwise, you're going to get hurt.
So Chelmsford threatening again. First time they could not score.
Looks like Warshawski's going to come back into the game.
Boy, if you want a blocker in the game, I think Warshawski could be the best blocker in there.
He'll level you. He'll kill you.
Kill you, yeah.
Let's go!
Get Fleming in there to block.
Freshman
Jeez.
year, I tried wrestling him or scrimmaging him in practice once, wrestling practice. It didn't work.
Yeah. McGuire back to pass. He's looking for Coderre. Little overthrown. Nice effort by Matt Coderre. He was covered by number 4, Pat Murnane, who is everywhere tonight. Murnane, 6'2", 219 pounds.
You know what? These guys really don't get enough credit. Or, you know, the whole the whole program, this Chelmsford program, and all the other teams we've had, they really don't get enough credit in terms of hustling, because every team hustles. They play 100%, and it's really great. They're not complacent like
I
pro
formation
players.
again. Kidd and Pashoni. This time they'll hand it off to Pashoni. We'll get a few. Looks like Andover solved the Pashoni problem for now, but it normally doesn't last too long.
Andy Gallagher leading the
Some other teams have also
charge.
solved the Pashoni problem for about 10 seconds.
And number 49, Mike Zizza.
Couple of plays,
Third down.
Obviously, we get spoiled, but you can't expect Pashoni to break free on a huge gain on every play.
Exactly.
Expected that with some of the amazing shoulder fakes and dekes that he's put on.
Third down and 9, single back Pashoni. Kidd is lined up as a receiver. And they'll pitch it. Oh, fumble. Pashoni drops on it. There's a flag on the play.
Ball is loose.
Looks like Andover picked it up. I'm not sure.
Recovered by Andover.
You probably had a better view on TV because it's a little closer up.
Yep, Andover did.
That was number 52, Andy Gallagher, pouncing on the loose ball.
There is a flag, so
and
let's
the Golden
see.
Warriors will take over first and 10.
It will be Golden Warriors ball. Let's take a look at that replay. Pashoni just could not handle the pitch.
I don't know what that flag was. It might have been. They might have called a hold on Coder.
The Andover
flag was right there,
boosters would like you to stop by the concession stand where they have items such as
First
pizza,
down and 10,
hot
another
dogs,
bad break for
coffee,
Chelmsford.
hot chocolate,
They've had 2 turnovers
popcorn,
already in
and
this
cold
game.
drinks. Don't miss out.
It's not
Here
a
we
good
go. It's
sign.
Smith Rogers to Pat
Renane.
Renane.
Oh, on the pass. Chelmsford's ready. Uh-oh, yeah.
Oh, and they're going to throw the flag.
I do agree with that.
Yep.
Number 25, that was Dan Willett, and he wasn't looking back when he hit him, and you're going to get called on that.
Yeah, obviously a pass interference call there. You had flags thrown by 2 officials.
Interesting play by, there it is, the pass interference. We get the backside of the refs this year.
We'll take a look at that replay now. See, here's the quarterback dropping back to number 4, one of the Mernanes, I believe. And you see right there, yeah, clearly 2 Chelmsford defenders were all over.
It was mainly Willett.
Pat Murnane. Charles was the receiver.
Oh, Charles is the receiver.
Pat is
Pat to Charles connection. So looks like Pat Murnane is a very good weapon for them. He can pass, he can catch. He's a good defender. Guy we got to look out for tonight. 8:20 left in the second quarter. And actually, I hate to say it, but it's been more Andover's game tonight so far. But it's early.
Why are they spotting the ball up here?
I think it's just they don't call it a spot foul. They just call it a 10-yard penalty or so. I formation set for the Golden Warriors. And it's going to be number 15 on the carry.
Mike
That's
Giles running
Mike
hard.
Giles.
Chris Pashoni there on the tackle.
Pashoni on the tackle, and he gains about 5 yards, 2nd and 5 to go.
Well, the secondary for Chelmsford, even though the pass coverage, might be a little bit suspect at times, they do a good job protecting against the run. Like when they do get it on the outside, Pashoni plays well, coming over from the strong safety position. Fleming is just unstoppable. Very hard tackler, good hard-nosed player.
I formation again for the Golden Warriors. They're going to hand it off to Giles. Tries on the left side, but Chelmsford's defense. Oh,
Mike
Pashoni, Andy Fleming, both there.
That's Andy Fleming.
Ryan Farley and Dan Wachowski were also there on that play, as Chelmsford's defense shows it's the best run defense in the MVC.
Rather large loss for the Andover Golden Warriors. Is about 4-yard loss, and that hurts. Brings it to 3rd down and 9 or 8.
8.5.
8.5. Scoreboard says 9, but
7:40. They should convert it all to feet. 1st and 30.
Nah. You go onto a
Be
football
more
field, it's
accurate.
funny. 10 yards doesn't look like very much.
Right,
exactly.
It's not, but
That's the amount of yards you need to get for a first down, but
So let's see if you
when
haven't
you
always
got
really hard.
when you got
Yes, please
11
stop
angry
by the
young men
table and join
in your way,
today.
then
$30.
it really doesn't
yeah, it's
work.
not the
Photo
hardest.
bombs
It
are
is the
available
hardest
free for
thing to
booster
do.
families and
7:30 left
sophomores,
in the
juniors,
first
and
half,
seniors.
3rd and 9 to go
Otherwise, the buttons may be
for the
purchased
Golden
for
Warriors here
$5
at
only.
Lovely Stadium. That is the name of the stadium, Lovely Stadium
Here we go.
in Andover, Massachusetts. 3 backs in there, no tight ends, 2 wideouts for the Warriors. As back, oh, nice. Mike Tusignan,
Pass goes incomplete.
pass incomplete to Mike Giles. Dan
Mike
Warshawski
Giles,
right there.
covered nicely
Great
there by number 55,
penetration by Mike
Dan
Tusignan also.
Warshawski.
Well,
down for Andover.
Giles, even if he did hold on to the ball, was toast.
He would have been killed by Warshawski as we
The Andover football boosters
before.
are
There is
also
Dan
selling
Warshawski on your
$10
screen.
varsity gold
or
cards.
was on your screen.
These cards, good for a year, provide substantial discounts.
And let's stick to
places
live
like
action.
Papa Gino's, Starbucks,
Or
Bud
not.
Ruckers, and Ann's Cleaners.
Just
There's,
Warshawski absolutely
yeah.
leveled the kid.
The punt by Andover.
Blocked.
Blocked. Picked up by
Blocked. It's
Fleming.
number 1.
All the way
Out
to
of
the
bounds there by
22-yard line.
Renee, but it
First
was
down, Chelmsford.
Andy Fleming there.
Out to the
getting in there.
24-yard
And
line
Lions
where
take
Chelmsford
over first and
starts.
10.
It looks like Ryan Farley was the one. Let's take a look if we can get a replay on that.
So it will be first down for the Lions from the 24-yard line. And no score so far for either team. Chelmsford looking to be on the board first.
First down and 10 for Chelmsford as they'll try it again. Their first 2 drives have led to turnovers, which is very un-Chelmsford-like this season. I formation for the Lions, Kidd and Pashoni. Bertolami is the far side receiver, and Pashoni, huge hole in the center, keeps running, cuts, and to the 1-yard line. Sorry, 4-yard line, first and goal.
Huge gain.
Well, he gets that seam up the middle. Pashoni seems to know where everyone is for the Andover defense. Weaves in and out, and really does an excellent job of making sure everything,
But that offensive line, what a hole.
Take a look at that replay.
Just look at this hole.
Wow. Great. First and goal
Back
from the 4-yard line.
Pashoni in there, touchdown, Chelmsford.
And he's in for 6
And Chelmsford does score at least.
Yeah, first
score, 6-0.
Pashoni with his patented choo-choo type Denver, no, it's not Denver Bronco thing. That's the Mile High Salute, but
whatever. 6:41 left in the second quarter, and Eric Mounsey will come on for the extra point attempt as Chelmsford scores for the first time for the 7th straight game in the season.
8 straight.
8 straight, yeah, 8 straight.
This is the 8th game of the season.
8th game, wow. Season has flown by. 6-0 is the score on Pashoni's touchdown run. His 21st touchdown on the ground this year. Incredible.
And he has quite a bit of yardage already today.
Mounsey for the extra point. Kick is good. So Chelmsford with 6:41 left in the first half leads Andover 7-0. Eric Mounsey set to kick off for the Lions after their first touchdown of the night. 7-0 the score. Chelmsford leading. And here's Mounsey ready to kick off.
Mike Giles deep with
As you hear
Eric
the band,
Mounsey
hope you hear the band.
set to kick off.
And Mounsey, the kick is up. Bounces, and
Mike
Giles will take it for Andover. Oh, he breaks a tackle. And there's a sight you won't see very often, breaking Andy Fleming's tackle.
There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play at 40-yard line. He's at the 40-yard line.
Return here by Mike Giles and penalty marker on the play.
It's a late flag, so it was, I believe, after the whistle was blown.
Let's take a look at the run by Giles.
Giles takes it, goes right, actually beats Warshawski.
Here's the sight. Well, you didn't see it there.
Personal foul against
Rashofsky was
Chelmsford.
there for the tackle.
1st and 10, Andover.
One note to mention, for those of you waiting for the band at halftime, we will not be filming the band tonight.
Unfortunately, they'll be facing the home press box. We're right under the the visitors' press box.
So we didn't think you'd like to see their backsides. It's not very exciting. So we're not going to film it tonight. Stay tuned next week. We'll hopefully bring you the band next week, so just stay tuned next week. Play action pass. And it keeps running. That's Rogers. Can't get anywhere. He gets a 1-yard loss.
He somehow broke free of the initial attack by the Lions and managed to almost get back to the line of scrimmage.
Also today, the boys soccer team, who made a great run at it. Impressive victory on Monday. Unfortunately today, facing a tough number 4 Beverly team, they lost 2-1. And so they are out, but it's still another great year.
So he first shakes that tackle, but then Fleming with a great leg tackle.
The pitch back to Giles, going down the left side. And he's got some room to run and gets up to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 Andover, and they're threatening.
Andover really looks good tonight coming out. This is a big game for them.
They look very prepared.
John McIsaac leading the Chelmsford tacklers. But it's a 1st and 10 for Andover.
It's incredible to see that there's probably more Chelmsford people here than Andover people out here tonight. 1st down and 10 Andover. Rogers will hand off again to Giles. Doesn't get much. I keep on wanting to say Brian Giles, Pittsburgh Pirate outfielder. Totally different Giles.
To Signot, the ball carrier. Mike to
Not going to work, but
62.
Giles has gotten most of the action tonight, except for that pass from the reverse pass.
The pass interference call on Willette. .428 left. The receiver is... It's Rogers trying and hits him. Number 44, Charles Murnane.
From Mike Giles.
Touchdown Andover, 7-6. Chelmsford's lead is, and Andover coming in for the extra point. Oh boy.
Trying that misdirection, and it worked. Once they got that pitch, Chelmsford pulled everyone up on the run defense and threw right over everyone.
That just proved tonight that Chelmsford is not going to have that easy of a game. They're going to have to fight this one out. 7-7. Well, 7-6 is the score. The extra point
number 16,
attempt.
Dan Hughes in the hold for number 44, Charles
Murnane, who caught the touchdown pass in to kick it, as it's Chelmsford versus the Murnane brothers tonight.
And it's good.
It is good. 7-7. Let's take a look at the replay of that.
Right there, great misdirection. See the pitch, immediately everyone starts to come up.
So it was a 27-yard pass from
25, Dan Willette, the only one who had a chance and couldn't get a hold of him. We'll be back right after this.
Touchdown pass.
Charles Murnane set to kick off for the Golden Warriors. 4:12 left in the first half. 7-7 is the score, as Andover is held tough in this one. Chelmsford already having 2 turnovers tonight. None of them were costly, though. Andover got their touchdown on their own. So here is the kickoff from Murnane. High kick. And they let it go. And finally fielded by Sheridan. And he'll start at the Lions' 10-yard line. Bad field position for the Lions.
By number 2, Jason Crabb on the play.
They might have gone out to the 15. Yeah, they're going to spot the ball at the 15-yard line. Really tough to tell from our position.
This game may look brighter on your screen. The only reason is they have better lights up here. Another hint to Chelmsford. Hand off to Pashoni, and he breaks free. He's at the 50, 40, 30, and finally taken down at the 20-yard line, I should say.
20-yard
line.
You're right, I'm wrong.
I'm right for the first time. But it doesn't matter. Chris Pashoni, that's just all we have to say.
Well, it immediately puts Chelmsford, it's only a tie score, so.
3:45 left in the first half.
Let's take a look at that replay. There's the handoff to Pashoni. Pashoni gets through. Once he gets through those linebackers, there's really no one that can stop him. Except that's Brian Giles. Tries to deke him.
Giles is pretty fast himself. He's a halfback. Handoff to Pashoni again.
He's head for 5 yards.
That was Ben Perkins on the tackle.
On that play, well, Pashoni gets the 5 yards. He'll get the big gains when you need them. Really just an outstanding player.
Timeout.
There's a timeout called by Chelmsford. Talk things over here with 3:08 left in the first half. Chelmsford wants to regain the score. We'll see if they can get it right after this. The band set to play at halftime, and we are deeply sorry that we cannot show you the CHS marching band tonight. We're not allowed to be on the other side to show you it tonight, so unfortunately we're not able to film it. But you'll still be able to see them in the Tewksbury game and the Billerica game.
Or maybe not the Billerica game, because we might be on the visitor sideline.
Again, yeah, that's true.
There.
Handoff again to Pashoni down the left side, and Andover's ready that time. The first guy there is number 85. That's Sean Lawton, the 6'3", 178-pound senior. He is a defensive end.
They're going to spot the point of the furthest, progress, forward progress.
Yeah.
Forward progress, that's what you call it. Actually for a 1 yard loss, so it's not really a big deal to the 16.
3rd down and 6 to go for the Lions. Hoping to score before halftime. 2:32 left in the first half. Pashoni and Kidd are the running backs. Bertolami in motion from near side to far side. A handoff to Kidd. Kidd! All the way to the 4-yard line. First down, Chelmsford.
Well, Kidd powers ahead to the 6-yard line. That's going to give it 1st and goal from about the 6-yard line.
In fact, it's 1st and
It was
goal.
interesting to see if he could make it all the way into the end zone, but wasn't able to do that. But still, an excellent run by John Kidd. 3 backs in there now with McDonald at power back. 2 tight ends, so no receivers. Hand off to Pashoni, and he's close but not in there.
Ahead to about the 2-yard line.
Pat Murnane making
1:51 left.
as Chris Pashoni gets closer
So
to
we
the
have a
goal
2-minute
line.
warning for both teams. And both teams are given their 2-minute warning.
At the 2-minute warning, Chelmsford is at the Andover 2-yard line, threatening again. The game tied 7-7 with 1:51 left actually on the time. It is a 2-minute warning though. 2nd and goal for the Lions, who may not have their first lead at halftime this season. But they have a very good shot at it right now.
They'll put the ball in.
Timeout, Andover.
Andover is going to call a timeout to talk things over. It's a close play here. 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is a critical play in the first half. Now, obviously, Andover doesn't want Chelmsford to score because chances are Andover not going to be able to move the ball upfield. That's Brian McGuire coming back into the game with the play after conferencing with headman Bruce Rich. That's 74, big man Bill Conant.
So 3 backs in there again for the Lions, including Barry McDonald, John Kidd, and Chris Pashoni. They'll hand it off to Pashoni. Touchdown, Chelmsford! 13-7 now. Chelmsford leads.
Well, his 22nd on the season. He is the leading scorer in Eastern Massachusetts. These Lions are actually ranked 8th in the top 10 school sports poll and 10th in the top 20 hometown sports poll.
We'll go by the school sports.
Yeah, school sports. Sounds better. 8th.
School sports is definitely, obviously, better than hometown sports. Take a look at the replay of that last touchdown.
For the extra point.
Just a simple 2-yard plunge.
And the kick
is up. And the kick is good.
And it's good.
14-7 with 1:45 left in the first half. Chelmsford now leading. We'll be back. Eric Mounsey kicking it off. And Mike Giles will take it, but it goes into the end zone for a touchback. So the Golden Warriors will start at their own 20-yard line with 1:45 left in the first half. They're down 14-7.
Ball actually almost went out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, that would have been close.
And this is a touchback, so Andover
Fortunately,
will take over
roll into the end zone. Had it gone out of bounds at the 1-yard line, I think it would have been a re-kick. There's Coach Fletcher on the screen, along with, I believe, Kevin Branco.
Notice you can't hear him. That's a precautionary measure on our part.
First down and 10. Andover. One receiver and 2 back. The receiver is, of course, Murnane. Play action. Nobody there. Oh, sheesh. That was a wild play. Rogers intended for Pat Murnane. Ryan Farley almost intercepted it. It looked like Murnane would take it out of Farley's hands, but luckily, big break for Chelmsford that fell out of Murnane's hands
Murnane
too.
couldn't hold on to that ball.
He wasn't ready for it after he saw Farley handling it. But seriously, if Murnane had caught that, we may have had a tie score.
Of course, you had Willett there, so you can't count him out.
Rogers back to pass with, and nothing there. Fumble on the play, and they're just going to call it incomplete now, that he never had possession of the ball. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10 now, after 2 incomplete passes by Andover, with 1:30 left.
I bet you they throw the ball here, too.
They have to. I mean, I don't think Giles, besides one play tonight, I don't think Giles has gone for more than 10 yards on 1 carry. He did have that 1 big running play.
Well, it shows you what Giles can do, too. Also, saw in the kick return, he went a very long way. So, there's the Andover sideline. It wasn't a target there. That was actually the top of the chain.
1:30 left. Chelmsford leading by 7. 3rd down and 10 to go. Coming out of the timeout are both teams. Andover in the huddle, and Chelmsford's defense is all set. Andover comes out of the huddle, and we're ready to play. 1:30 left. They are at their own 15-yard line. Oh, should I say 20-yard line? And the handoff is to Murnane. Murnane's got some room, and look at that. Looks like a first down for the Golden Warriors. Again, that was Charles Murnane, as it's really Chelmsford versus the Murnane brothers tonight.
Don't forget Giles. And the quarterback's not too shabby either.
Yeah.
Chris Rogers.
The scorers tonight have been Murnane, though, both Murnanes. On that one touchdown pass. In shotgun formation is Rogers. Guns it. Oh, number 27, Bruce Brown, couldn't get it. Crisp has shown, no, sorry, Andy Fleming.
Made the hit and lost his helmet.
Yeah. That tells you how much effort he puts into each hit.
Well, he's got a hard head anyway, so it's not like it would matter if he, gets hit in the head or something, because
there is Fleming and Warshawski, two important guys on the Chelmsford defense. Both seniors this year. Sorry, class of 2001, you won't see those guys on the football team next year.
Well, they'll still see a lot of other guys, because
yeah,
juniors on this team are just incredible.
Pat Murnane is set out as a wide receiver, as is Giles, as Rogers goes back to pass, looking for Murnane.
Pat Murnane.
Murnane gets the first down, 1:02 left and counting. Andover calls a timeout as they are threatening. They are in Chelmsford territory now at the Chelmsford 44.5-yard line. They're going into a no-huddle offense.
Why not? They got to move the ball ahead. 1 minute left.
Okay, so it wasn't a timeout.
Stopping the clock to get the ball set.
Back to passes Rogers in shotgun formation and throws it to Murnane. There's a flag on the play.
So that's a hold that brings him back.
48 seconds left in the first half.
Looks like that's what the indication is, a hold.
They're still discussing it. There's the Andover huddle. There's a holding call against their team.
Against Chelmsford.
It's against Chelmsford. Oh, boy.
Holding against Chelmsford.
So it'll be a first down for Andover. Let's see where they mark it.
Not good. Chelmsford committing a lot of penalties tonight.
Yeah.
Especially like the late hit personal foul. A lot of unnecessary penalties.
A lot of penalties and a few turnovers, to a couple turnovers, I should say. So not the best game Chelmsford has played, or best half Chelmsford has played so far this season. 14-7. They still have the lead, though, 14-7. Shotgun formation again is Chris Rogers. Murnane again at receiver. Both Murnanes, I should say. 4 and 44. They'll looking for number 15, Giles, but a little overthrown, so it'll be second down and 10 at the Chelmsford 37-yard line.
Giles fast, but not that fast getting down. And good pass coverage. Number 45, Tim Daly, actually down there with him.
Daly, a linebacker, but playing deep against Giles. 41.9 seconds left.
They got a tenth of a seconds. Almost 42 seconds.
Yeah. I don't think it really matters what you say, 41 or 42. I formation again for the Golden Warriors, along with a third running back. Murnane in there at wide receiver. Rogers looking for, nice play by Andy Fleming.
Fleming did a great job to break that up. Murnane was in for a big gain.
This weekend.
That's a Ty Law type play.
Right.
Seeing the ball and knowing to stop it. It seems like it's going to be a definite catch, but suddenly out of nowhere, Fleming can't. Let's take a look at a replay of that. You'll just see. Looks like it's going right. Oh, and Fleming just bats it down. 35 seconds left. Rogers back to pass. A little short one, and Giles falls.
Tripped. He tripped.
It would have been a very short gain anyways.
Yeah.
He may have had to go out of bounds with a loss.
And another set
Probably-
of thanks to the
probably
Spirit Committee
caught a,
for the best
tough
pep rally in years today.
tough,
Special
high
thanks to
grass.
Dana Sussman,
It's going to be
Erica
fourth
Poser,
down and 10, so it'll be
Lindsey
interesting to see what they do
and
here. They'll
Adam
probably go
Stone.
for it.
Thanks for all your spirit.
I think it would be about a 52-yarder, I'd say 52-yarder if they decide to kick a field goal.
Yeah, 50.
And there's Coach Rich and Coach Fletcher. And
discussing how they're going to stop this team.
yeah, I think Andover will go for it.
They get their starting offense out there.
Yep, and Andover's ready. It's Chelmsford that's not ready. Chelmsford's back out now after the timeout. And we're set to play here. Murnane, both Murnanes again. Charles to the far side and Pat Murnane to the near side with 3 backs in there. Rogers still in shotgun formation. High snap. Rogers looking for Murnane. Oh, incomplete. Oh.
They're ruling him down by contact, so the pass is completed.
Completion to number 4, Pat Murnane.
23 seconds left, and Andover will call a timeout. Uh-oh.
Fourth down play.
Big fourth down pass
Pat Murnane,
by
number 4.
Rogers. Take a look at that.
See, Rogers back in the shotgun, fires. Murnane makes the catch, and then the ball pops out as Fleming takes him onto the ground. Fleming is considerably smaller than that particular Murnane.
Probably the best tackler, though, on the team. Rogers again in shotgun formation. Why not? Murnane and Murnane are the wide receivers. I thought a little false start there by Pat Murnane.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a head start.
We'll see. Yeah, that's definitely the call, I should say. But I forgot we don't have Nate's wonderful wireless mic, so we can't hear the number.
Illegal procedure against Andover.
So they'll move 5 yards back, but they're still well in good territory to get a score on the board. 14-7, Chelmsford leading, 19.5 seconds left. 1st and 15 now at the Chelmsford 25-yard line. Rogers again in shotgun formation, 3 backs. Murnane and Giles, that's Pat Murnane at near side, Giles far side. Sorry, that was the other Murnane, and Rogers running for it. He's got some room. Touchdown, Andover.
Touchdown, Andover.
Chris Rogers,
number 12.
unbelievable,
Chris Rogers
just sprinting over every Chelmsford defender. None of the Chelmsford defenders could get to him, and he gets in on the sideline of the end zone. Oh boy, 14-13 now with 8 seconds left.
Well, Rogers, a very athletic guy, did a good job breaking through. Saw he didn't have anyone open as he, once he dropped back to pass.
Pat Murnane in for the extra point.
Pat Murnane will try to tie the game up here with the extra point attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. Chelmsford 14, Andover 14, as you see there on TV. 8.4 seconds left. See if Andy Sheridan and Chris Pashoni could do something spectacular here.
Break free, take the lead at halftime. There you go.
Get to the 40-yard line, have Eric Mounsey kick a 57-yarder.
Hey, that works.
And the kick is by Murnane, fielded by Pashoni, slips, gets back up. He gets a hole, and he got it! 50, 40, 30, 20, 10! Touchdown, Chelmsford!
Pashoni gives Chelmsford the lead.
Oh, we didn't jinx it! That is unbelievable! At halftime, Chelmsford is leading 20-14. They won't give the extra point.
They'll give him the opportunity to kick that extra point.
It's not the end of the game, so of course they will put as many points as possible on the board. When I said that, I didn't think it was very likely it would happen, but I guess when I think it's not likely to happen, it will happen. And if I think it's going to happen, it won't. So I just got to think that Chelmsford will not win.
No. You always got to think the Chelmsford's going to win.
20-14 is the score. Chris Piccioni he tripped to begin. He got the ball, fielded the ball, tripped. Looked like, he could get 10, 15 yards. Somehow found a hole, middle of the field.
Well, good seam opened up by the blockers. That's Piccioni that you saw at 33.
And there's Haverhill ready.
Andover. Last week was Dragon.
No, that's the first time I've said that tonight, though. I haven't done it tonight yet. So I get one free one.
No excuse.
Eric Mounsey. Mark Brown is the holder. What a way to end off the first half. With the Chelmsford Lions leading. Oh, blocked.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back for second half action. Great performances by the Chelmsford Marching Band, the Andover Marching Band. The Andover cheerleaders even got in on it. Chelmsford's going to kick the ball off to start the second half of action. Excuse me, Dan Kachufas. I am joined by Sachin Nene. How's it going, Sachin?
Great. Except the boys soccer team, who unfortunately lost today. But if you care at all, Andover's soccer team was ranked 4th in the Eastern Massachusetts. Won in sudden death today, right here in this stadium, lovely stadium. We actually saw the end of the game. It was very exciting against Framingham. They were able to beat Framingham and advance in the tournament. Unfortunately, our Lions were not able to advance, but a good season nonetheless.
Next week.
There's Eli Gumbakis and Coach Fletcher repeating it day after day this week. He's in the eating contest tomorrow at I think one of the intermissions of the
in the first intermission anyhow, in between periods 1 and 2. Eli Gumbakis, number 79. He looks like he could eat, quite a bit. And 76 also in Chelmsford. That is John Murphy.
Now, let's go, Mountie. Big kick, big kick.
He will also be competing.
Here we go.
He's also another large person.
Let's see. Eli is listed at 6'3", 270 pounds. And Murphy's listed as 5'9", 260 pounds. So, yeah, big guys.
And they can eat.
Eric Mounsey set to kick off. Says we will start the second half. Chelmsford leading 20-14. And Giles will field it just at the goal line. He's at the 5, being chased. Has nowhere to go. There's a flag on the play.
Penalty marker.
I don't see how that flag could be on Chelmsford, but the way they've been committing penalties tonight, you never know. I believe it might be an illegal use of hands or a holding. And he indicated.
And
no.
Fleming is saying, Andy Fleming is looking like it's against.
Whatever the case, he was stopped.
Oh, okay. It's offsides against Chelmsford. That's what Fleming told the sideline. So they're going to re-kick it.
It's offside against Chelmsford. Illegal block against Andover.
Okay, so
we'll do it again.
Offsetting penalties. Offsides on Chelmsford's illegal block by Andover. Therefore, they're going to kick it over again. And Andover's hoping for a little better field position this time. Giles and number 6, I believe. Yeah, number 6, Luis Santiago, are injured earlier in the game. He's back in. He's the other returner. And Eric Mounsey will kick it off once again.
Santiago and Giles, a deadly combination. We'll see if they can get this one off without any penalties.
And the kick from Mounsey is a high one. And it'll be fielded by Santiago at the 10-yard line. He's at the 20 and stopped at the 25-yard line. No, 30-yard line.
35.
No, 30.
You're right.
That's the 30.
That was Mike Tousignant, number 62 there leading the
Mike
Chelmsford
Tousignant, not Tousignant.
If you heard the PA announcer, as we can really hear him. Wow.
Right under the bullhorns. Hopefully we can get a shot of our vantage point and actually see the bullhorns right above us. No more than 10 feet above us, above our heads.
I formation for the Golden Warriors. It's going to be Rogers, play action pass. Dumps it off quickly, nice. Dan Rashowski after the Mike Giles completion. Either little or no gain on that play. It'll be second and 10.
If you're an offensive player and you're within 5 to 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, you're going to get hurt because Warshawski is out there and he covers all the territory out there. It really is a nice job. Knows where to be at all times.
The second down and 9 to go. 3 backs, 1 wide out and 1 tight end. A little movement by Chelmsford, but no penalty. Rogers back to pass. A little overthrown to number 4, Pat Murnane. He's listed as a tight end, but he's been playing a lot of wide out.
He's a very big child, 6'2", 219.
Child?
Child.
His brother. Interesting term to use.
Big person. Charles Murnane, number 44, his brother is 6'1", 197. He plays a lot of receiver. Pat Murnane,
3 back.
Tight end.
Murnane is in the split end formation, along with his brother. Oh, pass looks like was intended. Oh, Andy Fleming. Wow, Charles Murnane, a little shoving with Andy Fleming. Fleming's like, okay, I think I'm going to win here. Yeah. Pushes him down. That was an interesting away from the ball play. 4th down for Andover. They're going to have to punt it.
Well, Fleming gets more pumped up for a sporting event than any person that I've ever seen in my whole life.
Maybe that's why he's so good. His emotions. The kick is up by Murnane, fielded by Smart. And he dodges some tackles. And he's finally down.
Oh no, they're gonna call a flag here. An illegal block.
Oh, give me
back
a break.
there. That's ridiculous.
That's not. Oh, come on.
That is a ridiculous call. I'm sorry.
Give me a break. I mean,
come on. That wasn't a block in the back.
And the fans agree with our point here. Illegal use of hands. Oh,
baloney.
Geez.
Oh no.
If we can get a replay of that, we'll prove it to you. Nothing was wrong there.
That's awful. Coach Rich is not happy. He's staring out at the official.
There's the crowd, and there's us up in the corner. If you pan up a little bit,
let's see this right here. What actually happened? Yeah, we can't see the penalty right there. But there's no illegal use of hands.
Well, you can't see the penalty because there was no penalty.
There's no illegal use of hands. That's ridiculous.
Oh, well. Starting at our 24-yard line, our formation, Kid and Pishoni. They'll hand it off to Pishoni down the left. In the middle, now to the left. Chris Pishoni up to the 44-yard line, 1st down.
You sure there wasn't a penalty on that play?
Mike Giles on the stop.
Unbelievable. Still can't believe that call. Well, Chelmsford's just going to have to earn those yards back, and they just did. 1st down and 10, 8:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Game 8 of the season, Lions 7-0, the Golden Warriors 4-4. Lions trying to improve to 8-0, Golden Warriors trying to improve to over 500. Hand over to Pishoni again. You know that yellow soccer line, for some reason I'm thinking of it as an ESPN yellow line.
Sam Dad there getting up off the bottom of the tackle.
But anyway,
Chris Barry.
That's still just an awful call, and I'm not going to stop talking about it because
Bertolami.
It was even a late flag that he threw.
Bertolami near side, Kid and Pishoni I formation, and Pishoni gets it. the right side of the line, close to the first down.
Andover territory.
I guarantee they're not going to give him the first down here.
Gentlemen, get ready to
Even
Looks
though he
like they
it.
got it.
That's a short spot. That's
give me a
that's a
break.
cheap
Play
spot.
will announce this number.
Come on.
Jeez, come on.
Now, this
Oh.
will be a measurement here. So
That's such
He
a cheap
was
spot.
beyond the white line. I'll tell you that much.
1744.
But they're going to mark it
809.
just shy of the 35-yard line. Luckily, it looks like it's going to be a first down anyway.
No, it's not.
Oh, no, never mind.
It should be a first
Oh,
down.
jeez.
It should be a first down.
About half of football length, I'd say. So they'll rule it at the 46-yard line, even though it should be the 45-yard line. Third down and short. But Lions are good in this type of situation. They got probably bring in the 3 backs.
That number was 809.
We'll see what play they. There's the Chelmsford huddle.
Thanks again for participating.
It is 3 backs. McDonald in as an extra blocker. And handoff to Pashoni, gets the first down.
Pashoni carries
Oh,
the first
flags. Oh, come on.
down. Penalty marker on the play.
Let's see what this call is.
There's no way it was a false start. Oh, they're going to call the false start?
Oh, gee.
Oh, come on.
Against Chelmsford.
For some reason, refs haven't been giving the Chelmsford the benefit of the doubt on some of these calls.
There is no doubt. You know, you can move after the ball snapped. There's Coach Rich yelling. He's not happy.
And there's McGuire also getting the play.
And he has a right to be happy.
And, the worst part of this is it was a 3rd and 1. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 6. A totally different situation. Pashoni had the first down. And it's rightfully Chelmsford's first down. Now it's a much harder play. They have to have 3 wideouts in there, including Kidd near side, Bertolami and Smart on the far side. Pashoni, play action pass. McGuire looking to throw, gets hit on the throw, and Bertolami catches it first down.
Complete to number 4.
Bertolami does a great job.
At the 30-yard line.
Bertolami does a great job making the play. Gets a few yards in the carry also.
And there is Bertolami along with Smart, the wideouts. They are both lined up far side. Chris Pashoni is now lined up as the near side receiver with Kidd as the lone back. And they'll hand it off to Kidd somehow. Still on his feet and gains a couple yards. Nice run by John Kidd. Boy, do we got running backs this year.
John Maloney leading the Warrior tacklers.
Well, Kidd did a nice job. You know, they concealed the play, and you know, somehow you have to have the feeling that they're going with the misdirection in that situation.
3 backs in there again on a 2nd and 7. McDonald, the power back with Kidd and Pashoni in I formation. Pashoni to the left, now cuts back right. He doesn't get much. He'll get a couple on that play. He'll be 3rd down, about 5. 5:13 left in the 3rd quarter.
Chris Berry again on the tackle.
But Chelmsford could be in the end zone already, were it not for a couple of.
Well, we can't go that far.
Sure you can. Sure you can.
But those 2 even with those 2 bad calls, the Lions are still able to be in this situation. 3rd down and 3. Oh, here we go again. False start on the Lions. I did not see the play that time, so I can't tell you if it was a false start or not, but
Illegal procedure against Chelmsford.
so they'll move Chelmsford back 5 yards. 3rd down and 8 to go. 20-14 is the score. 4:43 left in the 3rd quarter. Lions coming out of the huddle. Again, a 2 tight end situation with Hardick and Coder, along with Kidd and Pashoni in the backfield, and McDonald. McGuire to pass, and little Coder was not running the right route.
Incomplete.
It's going to be fourth
there,
down.
intended for the tight end,
And
Matt
8.
Adair.
Let's see what Coach Rich decides to do on
And
this
brings
play.
up fourth down.
You know, you're only down by 6 points. It's fourth and like
No,
8.
you're up by 6 points.
You're up by 6 points, excuse me.
Don't scare the people who've just tuned in.
All right, it's 20
It
to
is
14.
20 to 14, Chelmsford leading.
But they're going to go for it. Personally would have tried for the field goal in this situation.
It is a fairly long field goal. I formation again. Kidd and Pashoni. McGuire back to pass. And a caught. Jeff Smart, first down.
Pass is caught,
There's no doubt about
Number
that
8,
first
Jeff
down.
Smart.
He's 5 yards past
and it's a first down.
where he needs to be. It's first down and 10 from the 10.
So some Chelmsford momentum here. 4:08 as
From the 15, let's check out the replay on that. As McGuire drops back to pass, fires. Great job by Smart making the catch.
great job by McGuire to set in there. Wasn't scared of the pressure coming in. Set up well in the pocket and threw a good pass. Handoff to Pashoni. We'll get a couple yards on the play.
Pashoni carries
3:42
for short
left
yardage.
in the third quarter.
Peter on in there and Andy Gallagher.
Got like 4 yards, excuse me. Pashoni, the line of scrimmage was the 15.
and
to get to
number
the 5 for
85,
first
Sean
down.
Lawton.
They'll rule it at about the 11-yard line, so second down and 6 to go. McDonald, Kidd, and Pashoni are the running backs, all in I formation. 2 tight ends again are Hardick and Coder. McGuire behind center. Hand off to Pashoni. Nope, sorry, play action. It's going to be a quarterback option. McGuire will keep it and get maybe to the 10 or 9-yard
That was
line.
Pat Murnane.
Couple yards. Pat
And
Murnane
John
on the
Maloney
tackle.
Combining on the stop.
Well, we got about no gain, so it's going to be second down.
There's
Third
a
down,
mystery
like
number
6.
87 on the team for Andover, who was on the play. I think his name is Sean Maloney, as I'm hearing it from the PA announcement.
PA announcer's usually right.
Yeah. Bertolami is the far side receiver. Kidd and Pashoni I formation. And McGuire hands it off to Pashoni. Pashoni
Pashoni
gets
stopped by Chris Barry.
to about the 6-yard line, and it'll be third down. No, sorry,
down.
fourth down, and 1 yard to go.
Fourth down about 2 or 3.
And it's fourth down here again for Chelmsford.
So we'll see. This is a good time to bring Eric Mounsey in, but and they are going for it. As the Chelmsford crowd happy about this decision. This is a Chelmsford home game as far as I'm concerned.
It's fourth down.
Hear the noise they're making on the bleachers. This is Chelmsford Stadium tonight. Pashoni fumbles. Picked up by Giles. He's down the sideline.
Mike Giles.
And he's gone. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown Andover. And the game is tied 20 apiece. Oh my God.
Tough break.
Touchdown Andover.
100-yard
Oh my.
fumble return by Mike Giles. Excellent play. You saw his speed on that one. Oh boy, I
notice-
don't want to see a replay on that one.
Notice there's no flag in that play, though.
Yeah. 1:27 left in the third quarter.
97 yards by
Well, we'll
Take
see a
that.
replay anyways.
See the replay.
Oh.
There's the ball.
Just couldn't get him. McGuire took a stab at him,
for the extra point.
and Evan Dunn's not going to catch him, so there he went. And Chelmsford in danger of giving up the lead for the first time ever this season. They're tied, and the extra point attempt by Charles Murnane could give the lead to Andover.
Kick
Is up and good. Last play, it looked like Chris Pashoni would be in there for the touchdown. Instead, he fumbled it, and Mike Giles returns at 100 yards for an Andover touchdown. And this is a game, folks. Andover is now leading. Chelmsford has lost the lead for the first time this season. They are down 21-20 now. And we're seeing Andover's true excellence on the field tonight as they've hit Chelmsford's weak points. Just a bad mishap by Pashoni. Normally handles the ball very well. Just one of those times, just can't help it. With 1:27 left in the third, Chelmsford will try to regain the lead on this next possession. Pashoni and Sheridan are back to return it.
You know, it happens.
Charles Murnane to kick off.
And the only thing Chelmsford can do at this point is just come back and make sure they don't lose control.
I'm glad they're having this little test, though, you know, of how well they can play in the third and fourth quarter as Murnane kicks it off. And Pashoni fields it at the 5-yard line.
Pashoni.
And he gets through. Pashoni! Oh, finally tripped up. Oh, that looked little.
That was a great stop.
45-yard line from behind.
Number 24.
What I was saying before, the third and fourth quarter, the Chelmsford varsity team has not really played much. They're going to play this game, and it's a very good test for them. See how well they can perform in the later part of the games. They've really poured down the points early in the game. Tonight, it's not the case. They're actually down here in the third quarter. And it's a good test, and especially with two tough games ahead in Tewksbury and Billerica, you got to be prepared for these kind of stuff.
Definitely, with 1:11 left in the third quarter, certainly, you know, a dire situation for the Lions. They got to get back on the board and take the lead.
You got to expect that the starters will be in there the whole game, unlike the past few games. Only a couple yards. As Andover really has the momentum right now. Andover's crowd's in it. The Andover sideline is in it. Second down and 10. 52 seconds and counting left in the third quarter.
Well, the Andover sideline really has never been out of it because, you know, it's been a close game all the way through.
But the momentum swing is definitely in favor of the Golden Warriors right now, as they are really into it. Bertolami going from near side to far side. Kidd and Pashoni. And Pashoni gets the handoff, and he'll get up to the 50-yard line midfield. It'll be third down and 5. And 19 seconds left. They may get one play off for the end of the third quarter. We'll see.
No chance. Fourth quarter's going to end. Third quarter's going to get in. We're going to go to the fourth quarter from just about midfield.
So it is 3 quarters finished here. They're cutting up, but they don't know the time will expire. 3 quarters have finished here. And surprisingly, Chelmsford is down. Andover leads Chelmsford after 3 quarters, 21-20. One thing I forgot to mention, along with the boys soccer team, the girls volleyball team are MVC champions, and I think they're in the tournament. I don't know exactly who they're playing. I believe they play today, either today or they'll be playing tomorrow. I forget which. But good luck to the volleyball team if they haven't already played. I'm sorry I don't know the details. Pashoni gets the handoff and gets the first down. Good run by Chris Pashoni. Those are the kind of yards you really need, especially in this situation.
You know, big game players really do it. Or, you know, the proof of a big game player is when the game is on the line.
These guys haven't shown they've been big game players yet because they haven't been in a big game yet.
Except for Central Catholic.
That's true. But they didn't have to come back. Bertolami is the only wide out. John Kidd with the handoff.
John Kidd.
And he'll get a couple.
2 or 3.
Leading the Andover tacklers.
So Chelmsford has 9.5 minutes to get this lead back.
But remember, Andover also has 9.5 minutes
to keep the lead.
To keep the lead. Or retake the lead, should Chelmsford
or widen the lead.
Or widen the lead, yeah.
Stay tuned. This is going to be an exciting fourth quarter here with 9 minutes left in the game. 3 backs in there, McDonald, Kidd, and Pashoni all in I formation. Pashoni gets the handoff, and he'll get a couple yards.
Lewis Santiago
Third down
leading the
and
Andover
7 to
Stars.
go.
Number 6. Captain Lewis on the tackle.
This is a big drive for Chelmsford. They really got to score here, really shift the momentum back in their favor and regain the lead, either with a touchdown or an Eric Mounsey kick, either or.
In this situation, I think you really got to make sure you get into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is a big 3rd down and 6 at the Andover 37-yard line. Oh boy, they'll hand it off to Pashoni, and Andover was ready.
And that's Pat Murnane blasting
Incredible.
through there with Peter on.
What can you do?
And this will bring up
The
fourth
line
down
collapsed
for
in that
Chelmsford.
situation, and there are 4 Golden Warriors ready to pound on Pashoni.
And
You can't break 4 tackles at once. I don't think
unit.
anybody's ever done that.
The punting unit is coming on.
Smart play. You don't want to give them good field position right now to widen the lead. Just make them, if you give them bad field position, you know, behind the 20 and make them punt, then you'll get good field position back. So it's really the defense's job right now to keep Chelmsford in the game. There's Eric Mounsey in there to punt. He's at the 50-yard line. High kick. And he'll go into the end. Oh!
Oh, that's going to be down at the...
No, it got into the end zone, though. He was on the line, probably on the goal line, too, so it's a touchback. Andover will take over at the 20-yard line. We'll be back. We're back. Andover on offense now at the 20-yard line. Pitch back to Giles. Oh, nice play. Barry McDonald.
And the play is stopped.
Toast, that's like a 5-yard loss.
This is what the defense has to do right now. Make sure Andover gets nothing here and give the Chelmsford offense another chance.
Making a fine defensive play there for
Yeah, the
Chelmsford.
defense really needs to step up. 1st and 10 from the 20, obviously. You know, pushing Andover back to the 15.
The offense is great, but you really have to say the defense is the heart of the team. They've really just overpowered their opponents this season, and it's their job right now.
Right, it was no secret that Chelmsford really had one of the top defenses in the MVC, if not Eastern Massachusetts.
Rogers. Intercepted! Chris Pashoni in there! Touchdown! Touchdown, Chelmsford!
Chelmsford scores!
Run back for a touchdown by number 33, Chris Pashoni.
Unbelievable! What a momentum shift. The defense did it, and my voice is cracking. Let's take a look at a replay of that.
Tim Renee, whatever, the quarterback was in trouble all the way.
Ah, beautiful by Chris Pashoni. Right in front of Mike Giles to take it up.
Of course, Rogers in trouble. That was a bad decision by him.
They're going to go for 2 points right now to make this a 7-point lead, so that if Andover does get a touchdown, they'll only be able to tie with an extra point. So the 2-point offense will be out right now. What a play. First, the 100-yard play by Giles, then looks like a Giles reception. Pashoni makes up for his fumble. The same 2 players were involved in both situations, Pashoni and Giles.
The quarterback in that situation really made a bad decision. He failed to see Pashoni, who wasn't really that far away from the ball, even, or from the intended receiver, even when the ball was thrown.
And what a job by Pashoni to read the quarterback's eyes, see where exactly he was throwing it, and just get in front.
And that's what you have to do. Capitalize on the other team's mistakes.
He's a big game player now.
From tonight, right here.
So the 2-point conversion attempt. Pashoni lined up as a wideout. In there, 2-point conversion. 28-21 with 6:22 left. Let's see if Andover can come back. They've been able to do it so far tonight. I mean, this is a good offense Andover has. So they have the ability to come back in. It's going to be Santiago and Giles back to kick. Oh boy, Giles, that's never a good sign as the return man.
you know, Andover, they got to put their best guys out there. They're still in this ball game. Is that 6 or 8? 6:22.
Mounsey up with the kick.
Beautiful kick.
Giles at the goal line. Brings it out. Chelmsford special teams pumped. And they get him down. Nice hit.
Giles.
The 25-yard line, Giles taken down. Great return by Giles. It's a 25-yard return as he takes on the goal line.
And a nice hit by number 46, Barry McDonald, at the end of the play.
10 though for Andover.
Mounsey with an awesome kick.
And Chelmsford's crowd's in there right now, along with Nate McKinnon, who's not doing his job right now. And suddenly part of the crowd instead of being a producer of this.
McKinnon telling us it's 55 degrees outside.
First down and 10. I formation for Andover. Rogers back to pass. Looking.
Trouble.
Sacked.
Oh!
That's Barry McDonald.
That's the wet paper bag offensive line by Andover just collapsing.
Also
Be second down.
Mike Tusignon.
And about 17 now. A 7-yard loss on that play.
Defense coming up big, or has come up very, very big. And he's going into the shotgun.
That's what you got to do. The shotguns actually worked for Andover tonight. Rogers back. Oh, boy, here we go. Sacked again.
Andover received going with the wet paper bag offensive line again. And Chelmsford making sure that that's not going to happen. And it's 3rd and like 25.
The defense really proving its worth here in the fourth quarter. Chris Pichoni's interception. That's his 22nd touchdown. You think about it that way.
22nd touchdown.
21 rushing and a 22nd on an interception.
Michael Smith, by the way, had the 2-point conversion. Number 92.
Shotgun formation on a 3rd and 26, 4:39 left in the game. Deep. Nobody, well, 2 men on for Chelmsford. Andy Fleming, Chris Pichoni there. Intended for Pat Murnane.
Good coverage. And Andover is going to have to watch their backs because they're on the 10-yard line.
Listen to this Chelmsford crowd. And Nate McKinnon continuing not to do his job.
But that's all right. Nate McKinnon can be a fan because this team needs all the support it can get. Look at this crowd.
There is the Chelmsford crowd.
We have more people on the Chelmsford side. More people on the Chelmsford side than they do on the Andover side.
It's incredible. Everybody's here for Chelmsford. Not a game you want to miss. The punt. Smart lets it go.
Takes a bit of a Chelmsford bounce.
And number 64, Pat Sullivan, downs it for Andover. We'll be back right after this.
The Lions will take over.
1st and 10 for the Chelmsford offense. I formation set. Kidd and Pichoni are in the backfield. And Bertolami is the receiver near side. 2 tight end set are Ardick and Coder. Pichoni goes to the left and taken down. Nice play by number 6, Luis Santiago, the linebacker, 5'6", 163 pound.
With their senior captain, Santiago, coming in on the other side, chasing down Pichoni. Did a good job getting to him, and Pichoni tacked for a 1 or 2 yard loss, 2 yards.
This PA announcer reminds me of the Drake announcer last year, who pretty much did a play-by-play for the crowd during the game. Must have been a little annoying for the football players on the field. Handoff to Kidd. He won't get much, but the Lions are doing what they want to do, and that's to take some time off the clock.
But they also going to move the ball ahead. You want to score another touchdown. If Chelmsford takes 2-3 minutes off the clock, scores another touchdown.
At least a field goal, so it'll be a 2-possession game for the Andover Golden Warriors.
It's definitely what they got to do.
Bertolami near side wide out. Kidd and Pashoni in I formation backfield. McGuire, play action pass. He's looking for Bertolami. He's got Bertolami. First down, and he stays in bounds. Clock will continue to run.
By number 4, John.
Great play by Bertolami. I don't know if he was intending to stay in bounds, but that could work to Chelmsford's advantage. They're resetting the ball, but the clock is going to continue to run.
Yep. Under 3 minutes now in the game. Chelmsford holding on to a 7-point lead. I formation again. Kidd and Pashoni in the backfield. Jeff Smart is the near side wideout, and he's in motion to the far side. Hardick and Codera are the tight ends. Pashoni, the hole! Pashoni! Up to the 10-yard line. First and goal.
I think they're spotted right in back of the 10-yard line. So it's first and 10 from the 10.
First and 11 for the touchdown, though.
Right.
2:28 and counting. We got 28 seconds.
Take a look at that replay. Smart going in motion. You see him. Pashoni catapults through the hole.
What a hole, though. This
wow.
Chelmsford offensive line has done its job this year. When you do your job and have an excellent running back, you're dangerous. 3 backs in there. Chris Pashoni cuts to the left, gets a couple more yards because of that cut.
Pashoni this time for short
Second
yardage.
down.
Sean Lawton, Louis Santiago.
It's a timeout on the field.
I don't know. It looks like it may be second and goal because where the first down marker is, looks like right on the goal line.
I think where they originally spotted the ball.
The orange cone. Right at the orange cone, orange marker for the end zone. It's a timeout on the field by Andover.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
Sorry. 2-minute warning. Actually, it was going to be an Andover timeout, but they realized the 2-minute warning was coming up. So they canceled that timeout. Waited for the 2-minute warning. Chelmsford only up by 7, though, so no time to celebrate yet. Andover still has time. But Chelmsford can score here and put this game out of reach. 3 backs in there, McDonald, Kidd, and Pashoni in I formation. The pitch to Pashoni, and the hole.
Pashoni gets up. What are they going to give him, the 7-8 yard line?
Looks like maybe the 6-yard line.
Not even that
No,
far. He's
no.
not even.
No, they're marking him all the way back.
Up off the bottom of the pile.
8-yard line, I'd say.
This is good, though. Andover calling the timeout.
Timeout Andover.
And I suppose that's all they can do.
And you got to realize, even if Chelmsford can't score a touchdown here, they still got a guy named Eric Mounsey, who's not that bad of a kicker.
2-possession game, you know, that's what you got to make it for Andover. Under 2 minutes is a tough thing to do. Andover's going to have to quick strike downfield, that shotgun offense that we've seen a couple of times tonight. And then on top of that, they're going to have to.
Mounsey surprisingly not warming up. There's the Chelmsford sideline. There's Coach Rich right there. As they're discussing their strategy here on a crucial 3rd and 8. That could put this game out of reach if they get into the end zone. 3rd and 8, 1:53 left. Chelmsford leading 28-21. Chelmsford trying to improve to 8-0 on the season. Andover trying to improve to 5-4 on the season. Andover starting off the year 4-2, and they looked like a threat, but lost their last 2 games. Of the heartbreaker last week against Lowell. They only lost by 1 point, 34-33. 1:53 left in the game. Our producer Sarah Patterson bossing us around. Three backs in there. McDonald. Pashoni picks it up.
Peter on, moves in to stop the play.
But they lose a few yards, and it's going to be 4th down.
It's okay.
And
here comes Eric Mounsey.
Timeout.
Good idea.
But Andover's going to call another timeout. Check out a replay of that one. Pashoni's going to get the tip. Ball pops up.
Good focus by
yeah.
Pashoni. Some of the fans here were boring, actually, when Mounsey came on. They wanted the team to go for it, but that's a smart play to do right now. Go for the field goal, get some more points on the board, so it'll be a 2-possession game.
Hey, you do it in basketball, try to make it a 2-possession game, and you do it in football.
Mounsey in for the attempt, number 19.
The kick is up. Oh, no.
And the kick is
Okay,
no
so
good.
it's up to the Chelmsford
And
defense to
Andover
hold this
takes
lead.
over on down.
28-21, 1:35 left. This is going to be exciting. We'll be back for the conclusion of this game right after this. Andover's on offense now. Chris Rogers is in shotgun formation at quarterback. Back to pass. He's got a man open in Murnane, I should say.
Pass is complete
That's
to
Chris
Charles
Murnane.
Well, see, I don't agree with this.
Charles
Chumps are going into the nickel defense, which obviously they need to do at this point, but they're also going into the prevent defense.
Well, the thing is though that there's only 127 left, and this is not the NFL where you can have these quick plays. So 127 is like an NFL, like 30 seconds left. At least that's how I look at it in high school football, because you need a little more time to get the play off. Rogers sacked. That's gonna hurt. Down to the 20-yard line. They have to call a timeout. 1:17 left.
Number 93.
It's gonna be a 2nd and long.
Second and long, yeah, it's second and about 17-18.
Just like to remind you that Nate McKinnon is still not doing his job.
He's showing us he does have a walkie-talkie.
That does not make you important, Nate.
Oh, he assaulted us.
Slapped.
He just assaulted us.
Okay. There's the Chelmsford sideline. There's Coach Fletcher. This is going to be a big defensive stop here. Coach Rich pretty much gives it over to Coach Fletcher on the defensive play. It's your expertise, Coach Fletcher, so just take over. He is the defensive coordinator. Getting the play out. Coach Rich does most of the talking on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, Coach Rich, when he took over from Coach Cato, he was the offensive coordinator for Coach Cato and remains the offensive coordinator under his own system.
Shotgun formation for Rogers. 2 wideouts are the Murnane brothers. Oh, false start. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. No, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Give me a break. That was a false start.
Andy Fleming.
If you could see that at home, number 4, Pat Murnane was like a yard off.
Let's check out this replay.
This won't show it, but trust me on that one. He was off.
Look at the contact right there. Great.
If he had gone in and sped for the touchdown,
you might have been able to call an offensive pass interference in that situation.
Chelmsford sideline trying to get the crowd into it. This is a long pass.
Incomplete.
Uh-oh, 4th down and 18 to go. Andover's last hope.
Mike Giles incomplete.
And they have to go for it. This is do or die for the Golden Warriors. You can safely bet
it's going to be a shotgun formation.
They have to do it. Something like a Hail Mary all the way.
2 more games left. Can you believe it? Next game is our last home game.
Then we go to that scary place known as Billerica.
I'm out, Andover.
Oh, boy.
Ooh.
There were some nasty signs I heard last time we went to Billerica.
They did. Obviously, the truck didn't like what we were going to say. They probably had a premonition of what we were going to say, even though it wasn't anything bad. But, you know.
I think I was going to say we'll be right back. I guess I have to censor that now.
Yeah.
4th down and 18. The Chelmsford sideline. The Chelmsford
they're gonna
bleachers.
They're gonna
all
flood
on their feet.
Andover's gonna flood the right side here, the near side.
3 men on the near side. Roll out. He's under pressure. stripped, sacked. That's it. Game over.
Chelmsford's going to get the ball regardless of what happens here.
53 seconds left. And Chelmsford will go on to win. We'll be back right after this. Okay, no break, no break. We are live. 54 seconds left. Chelmsford will go on for their 8th straight. There's still 54 seconds left. We're giving you Mr. Chu's music for entertainment purposes. Andover fans are all leaving now, trying to beat that traffic. The 10 Andover fans that came today. I want to see how this team, if Andover went 0-8, would they come? Would one person come? I
don't know. The parents maybe.
Yeah, the parents.
But 41 seconds, one more play and one more down of the ball, and it's going to be the end. And this crowd is pumped. Andover crowd begins to file out. And the timeout called.
They're leaving in droves in Andover terms, of course. 5 people.
I don't believe there was a drove of fans here.
Exactly. I'm saying in Andover terms.
Okay.
But anyway, 28 seconds left. I think Andover may have called a timeout. Yep, they called the timeout. I don't know why. It's just lengthening the game now. 28 and 7/10 seconds left. Andover will go below 500. They will go to 4-5. And Kevin Redmond must be happy. And Chelmsford will remain undefeated. So the worst Chelmsford can go into Thanksgiving is an 8-1 record, which would be
well, they still have that
Bill
one.
Ricka can have.
They would still have that one league loss. And
we have finished the game here. The final score, Chelmsford 28, Andover 21 here at Lovely Stadium in Andover. Thank you for joining us.